Hi friends. I wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys about something that's pretty stressful for me right now, but I thought maybe useful or, sort of pertinent information for others as well. So as many of you know, I broke my leg and ankle in June of 2020 while skating. I wasn't doing anything fun. It was a freak accident and it happens. But the injury itself was not the problem. The problem was that during the surgery to fix the problem, my surgeon gave me a pretty aggressive staph infection. So the staph infection was misdiagnosed and sort of ignored for about a week, and so obviously it caused a lot of pain, a lot of swelling, and caused a lot of additional damage to my leg and ankle that would not have been there had it not been for this infection. But regardless, it happened, right? And so it changed the course of my healing journey. And just sort of exacerbated and, made it a little bit more complex. So fast forward to, multiple additional surgeries, taking the hardware out, and I'm in PT, trying to heal and, learn to walk again and trying to work up to being able to run and sort of do the level of activity that I was used to. And I received word at the end of 2020 that I had run out of PT hours that my insurance would cover. Imagine my chagrin, right? I'm making progress. I'm feeling like, like I'm reaching goals and I'm moving forwards, and I am told that now I have to pump the brakes and halt my progress and wait, right? Hurry up and wait. And so I took the month of December off, which turned out to be fine with the holidays and stuff. But when I re-engaged after the new year, I definitely felt the difference, right? I definitely felt like I had taken a couple fairly large steps backwards. My ankle felt really rigid. I was not getting the same amount of flexibility as I was previously. I felt like I was exhibiting a lot of swelling, like more swelling than I had been experiencing previously. And also there was a lot more pain for a lot less activity. So it took less to cause, the same or more amount of pain than I was feeling before I stopped engaging in PT. So feeling a little disheartened, right? Plus, I had been working with my physical therapist towards the goal of being able to run by my birthday, which was this past Monday. And of course, I am nowhere near that goal because I had to take a month off, right? And now I just don't feel like that is within reach at this time. So now, fast forward to this past week, was informed again that apparently my insurance provider, we'll go with that. My insurance provider has decided that they've spent enough money on my physical therapy. They think I'm too expensive. They think I've had my fair share's worth apparently, and they've cut me off. So even though I waited an entire month for my hours to re-up, which was what I was told would happen in January, and I would have the entire year's worth of PT again at my disposal, I've had 3 sessions, and they've told me that I'm now done, that that's all I get. There's no transition plan, there's no aftercare, just cut off. They won't pay for it anymore. And so I'm feeling very frustrated, obviously, because, there are still some days that I walk with a limp. If it's particularly cold out or I haven't stretched enough, I've been stagnant most of the day. I'm nowhere near running. I can't even jog. I've been working on balance and things like jumping jacks even. I still can't do like fully on both legs. I'm still very one-sided. And I understand that jumping jacks are not necessarily like an essential activity, but being able to balance on both legs, I think should be, right? Being able to walk without a limp, I think should be. And I think running, truthfully, should be, right? I mean, what if there's an emergency and I can't run, right? Like this, I work with kids. What if a kid is running into traffic? You know what I mean? It's, for me anyway, like my quality of living is really impacted. And so this is super frustrating to me. Now I do appreciate that my physical therapist really went to bat for me. He engaged in a peer review with my insurance provider, which, forgive my ignorance, but my understanding of that is that my insurance provider puts together a panel of retired folks in the field, right? So folks that were physical therapists or something adjacent in a similar field, and they put together, this group of peers, and then my PT provider goes before them and presents his case, and then they decide if they are going to grant additional hours or not. Well, they did not. So even after my physical therapist took the time and the energy to like plead my case and really go to bat for me, they still said no. And I'm baffled at how someone can hear my history, hear about the complications that I experienced that were out of my control and not through any wrongdoing of mine, right? And hear that I've been a good PT student or, client. I've done everything that he's asked me to do. It's not like I've been neglecting exercises or like blowing off recommendations. I've literally done everything that's been asked of me. I've gone religiously. This is important to me, and I'm an active person, and I want to be able to get back to doing the things that I love and being able to be active. And I feel like our health insurance has failed, and is basically condemning me to either, figure it out myself, right? Or to just suffer, to just live with the outcome of this. And now I understand that, like, you could argue, like you were doing something reckless or you were doing something, that wasn't necessary and you hurt yourself. But you know what? Accidents happen. And regardless of what I was doing, and I can argue that I love skating and I love doing, I'm not going to stop doing that. It's good for my mental health. It's good for my physical health, besides the fact that I got injured. But I think it's just mind-blowing to me that regardless of what caused my injury, regardless of whether you feel like I was being reckless or putting myself in harm's way, don't I still deserve to have the outcome of being able to walk and run and just stand even without swelling and pain? Don't I deserve to be rehabilitated to the point that I was at pre-injury? Like, it's really disheartening to me that the system is set up based on algorithms that are not person-centered. They're not case by case. And then when we do get this opportunity to have this peer review where there's a panel of humans and you are like so hopeful that you're going to have that human connection and they're actually going to look at your case, you still just get this rubber stamp, like, nope. And granted, I will admit, I'm totally ignorant of the process. I'm ignorant of everything on the back end. So if there are insurance providers or folks that work in the insurance world that want to educate me, please do. Help me understand this, because right now I don't understand. And I feel really let down, by a system that I pay into, right? So therefore, and I'm a very healthy person. It's not like I use my health insurance a lot. So, I expect that when I do have these accidents, these big events, right, that they're going to take care of me. And at every step along the way, from the surgeon in my, giving me a staph infection, to the hospital staff, like, ignoring me and, like, dehumanizing me and making me feel like I'm being selfish because I'm crying because I'm in so much pain and they're telling me to be quiet, to now like being denied the physical therapy hours that I need to rehabilitate my ankle. Everything about this experience since June of 2020 has highlighted a broken, like severely broken system. And I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir in some way, in most regards. And you guys have all had similar experiences, in which case, commiserate and share them with me, because right now I feel really alone. I feel really down, and it sucks. And yeah, I don't know what to do. So I'm trying to reframe and stay positive and find ways to rehab at home and do it on my own. So if you have resources, send them my way. If you have exercises that worked for you, I had a spiral fracture on my fibula, and I had a fractured and dislocated ankle, and a torn ligament that connects my ankle bone to my fibula was ripped, like completely disconnected. So if you have any ideas for things that can help those specific injuries, I am all ears. But yeah, thank you for letting me rant about it. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here, you guys. And I don't know how to make change happen. Like, what do we do about this on a grand scale? Because, like, there has to be people out there that are in way worse situations than me. I recognize that. Like, I get it. Like, I can walk. It hurts, but I can do it. And so I recognize that this is still, like, an ableist person, like, coming at it from an ableist mindset. I get it. There's probably people out there getting way more screwed than me, but that's not right. Right? Like, we need to do something about this. So, help me out. If there's someone I can write to, someone I can tell my story to, like some organization I can donate money to, I'm open to it. Like, let me know, because yeah, this is messed up and it's not right that people have to like beg and, go above and beyond and then still get denied. Like, that's what's baffling to me. You have to, that we don't just get treated like people who need help and receive the help that we deserve. Yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you all listening to me and letting me pour my heart out to you. Like I said, if you have any suggestions or comments or stories or anything that you want to share, I am so open to it. And I'll continue to let you know sort of what I come up with as far as resources and things like that. But yeah, I'll be over here eating chocolate. I love you guys.